All right, you guys, before this video starts, I gotta show you this real quick. All right, so this is my tripod setup. Hopefully it doesn't look it's absolutely horrible. I literally have two tissue boxes and my coffee mug up there. Somehow my phone balances on this thing. Today we're doing a story time video. If you want to skip to the Ghost Rare Stardust Dragon bit, just go to the timestamp. It'll be somewhere on the screen. Otherwise, here's just a discussion on Ghost Rares and the current state of rarities in Yu-Gi-Oh! I actually saw a comment on my community tab. Originally, this video was just gonna be the Ghost Rares Stardust Dragon video, but I did a sneak peek on my community tab, and there were comments saying, oh, it's gonna be a discussion on rarities right now. And so I actually thought that was a pretty good idea. Good job, guys. Ghost Rares are a very unique type of rarity in Yu-Gi-Oh! Because there's not really anything like it. If we really want to digest this down a bit, Ghost Rares are so unique because while every other rarity is just like more glossiness, more mate. So I think Ghost Rares are so unique because of the fact that Ghost Rares are literally one of the only types of foiling in Yu-Gi-Oh! Where it's not about them being more glossy, it's more so about them just being a unique type of rarity. Because Ghost Rares are literally revolved around the idea that they look like ghost counterparts, they actually look amazing depending on the card. So a card like Ghost Rare Stardust Dragon looks absolutely beautiful, while a card like Ghost Rare Gores, it's not necessarily as good, but I think the idea that Ghost Rares are so unique it's pretty freaking awesome. We get prismatic rares, and prismatic rares, I'm not the biggest fan of prismatic rares. Well, we have ultimate rares where the idea is they're literally the ultimate rarity, and we have ghost rares which are very unique in of themselves. We have prismatic secret rares which are just an upgraded version of secret rares, and secret rares are already super shiny, whereas prismatic secret rares are supposed to be even more shiny. Makes sense, right? Obviously, but then prismatic secret rares don't really feel that special anymore. Maybe one reason why I feel like ghost rares are so special is because they've been discontinued, and so there's only so many ghost rares in the world. But regardless of that, ghost rares are awesome. Well, obviously they're discontinued now, and so that gives them more elusivity. I think at the same time, ghost rares are very unique in terms of the actual foiling, and so I personally love ghost rares. I don't know, I guess my point is I really love ghost rares. Yeah, so Ghost Rare Stardust Dragon, if you guys didn't know, is probably the, like, quote-unquote top ghost rare out of all ghost rares. Ghost Rare Stardust Dragon is a big deal, and so for me to have the honor of saying I pulled a Ghost Rare Stardust Dragon, to give you even more context, I'm a big Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds fan. It's the series I grew up on, and so I love Yusei and I love Stardust Dragon because of that. So Ghost Rare Stardust Dragon, it's like almost $1,000. Back in 2008, we have young lad Blade. He's a pretty small boyo. He went to buy 5 Duelist Genesis packs because that was the new set at the time. He cracked open those packs. He's like, I want something cool. But he didn't anticipate what cool thing he really was gonna get. Cracked open that pack, smelled the fresh scent of cards. Delicious. Oh god, probably not delicious. That sounds really weird. Piece of that resistance, the last pack of the 5. Out of 5 packs, the last one, Ghost Rare Stardust Dragon. When I pulled this card, I was freaking the heck out. I knew it was a rare card, but I didn't know how rare it really was. At the time, I have literally no clue what the price would be. But at the same time, Ghost Rare Stardust Dragon now is almost $1,000, so if I still had it in mint condition, that would be insane. Now you may be wondering, Blade, why don't you have a Ghost Rare Stardust Dragon anymore? Well, here's the tragedy. So, you know, 6-year-old me, not really gonna care about putting this in like a top loader or something. So I used it unsleeved. Okay, I know it hurts my soul as well, but I used that unsleeved and I played with it. It was actually really depressing because Small Blade actually played by himself, so like I'd have 2 decks and I just play against myself. It was really depressing. I didn't really have too many people to play with, which is why like I eventually quit for a while, or just like eventually phased out of it for a while, and it got damaged over time because I didn't take good enough care of it, and eventually the card got beat up a bit. That's not where the tragedy came in. The tragedy came when we talk about my cousin. Now my cousin's totally fine. I'm on good terms with him and everything. He's a pretty cool guy. But my cousin, when I don't know, he was probably like 13 at the time. He went up to me, he's like, hey, that's a nice Ghost Rare Stardust Dragon you got there. Can I borrow it? You know, I'm probably 7-year-old blade at this point. Oh man, we're getting big. I go up, I'm like, okay, cool. Here's the card. Please give it back. He didn't listen, and I never got it back. And that's the end of the story. It's a really sad end, you know? He just kind of never gave it back. It's a very anticlimactic ending as well. I thought it would also be a really fun video to make. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I tried to put some more editing in this just so like you guys enjoy it more, I guess. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this story time video. Not much else needs to be said. Subscribe to the channel if you want more content like this one. I have some exciting videos coming up. And thank you guys so much for watching. And with that, I hope to see you soon.